morning. It is 5 a.m. Thursday here in Manila. I'm Raine Musngi with your first look at the news. Authorities are investigating whether some local officials invested in Aman Futures, the alleged 12 billion peso pyramid scam using public funds. Malacanang has ordered the Departments of Interior and Local Government, Justice, and Finance to investigate the alleged scam. The Securities and Exchange Commission urges investors to file formal complaints against Aman Futures. Commission Secretary Gerard Lucban says the lack of formal complaints hinders them from determining how much the company earned from its investors. Meantime, the Commission on Elections bars 10 more party list groups from running in next year's polls. A battle with one party list also gets personal as the group questions the sanity of the COMELEC chief. COMELEC Chair Sixto Brillante says he is ready to take a psychological test as long as Alliance for National and Democracy party list representative Pastor June Alcover also takes it with him. Brillantes is also unperturbed by threats of impeachment against him. Moving on, the family of Joselito Zapanta, the Filipino on death row in Saudi Arabia, gets 4 more months to raise the blood money for the Sudanese national he killed. The blood money has also been lowered to 4 million rial or 44 million pesos, but they're still far from reaching the target amount. A 3-month fishing ban is set to be implemented in the Visayas Sea beginning today. The Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources says the ban will include sardines and mackerel to provide these fish time to spawn. Weather news, a new low-pressure area east of Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur, along with an intertropical convergence zone, will bring light to moderate rains over northern Mindanao and Visayas. Eastern Visayas and Mindanao will be cloudy with moderate to heavy rain showers and thunderstorms. These areas should watch out for possible flash floods and landslides. European cities saw several demonstrations Wednesday. Workers across the European Union seek to present a united front against unemployment and spending cuts. Protesters rallied in the Portuguese capital Lisbon. Small explosive devices were set off and at least one was injured. The Eurozone debt crisis forces demonstrators also in Spain, Italy, Belgium, Greece to the streets to fight for some relief from mass unemployment and recession. In Spain, more than 80 people were arrested after scuffles at picket lines and damage to storefronts. Riot police in Madrid fired rubber bullets at protesters. Unions there held their first coordinated general strike where millions of workers turned out in support. It was the biggest Europe-wide challenge to austerity policies that have aggravated recessions and mass unemployment in nearly 3 years since the start of the Eurozone's debt crisis. Well, stock markets retreated Wednesday as investors waited for progress in approving aid for Greece and in averting potential U.S. fiscal constraint in early 2013. The Dow Jones, Standard & Poor's, and NASDAQ were all down. Investors say this was more on a lack of buying than on a new selling wave. In his first speech Wednesday since being re-elected, Obama said he does not plan to extend tax cuts for the wealthy. Meantime, European shares fell also on Wednesday, led by Ryanair, as unrest in Europe over austerity measures overshadowed some upbeat company results. Still overseas, Israel launches missile strikes considered the biggest escalation between Israel and Gaza militants in 3 years. The attacks have been aimed at Hamas' military leader. Meantime, Japan's biggest car maker, Toyota, will recall 2.7 million cars worldwide due to water pump and steering wheel defects. Toyota says the recall affects 9 models, including the Corolla and the second-generation Prius. Toyota Motors Philippines says it is still finding out what local models are affected by the recall. A magazine names the star of Magic Mike, Channing Tatum, the sexiest man alive, and the voice behind beloved Sesame Street character Elmo is cleared of child sex charges.